guys, welcome back to our channel. Apologies if the quality is awful. I am filming on my phone. I just started to film on the camera and then it died and I just thought, oh, I'll just do it on my phone, it's fine. Also apologies for this mess, but when you're actually watching this, you will already know that we are expecting a little baby. So I thought I'd start filming like a first trimester vlog. I probably should have filmed way before now, but I just haven't really been feeling it, to be honest. So I am currently, well, I'm 8 weeks tomorrow. So I'm 7 weeks and 6 days, but I just say I'm 8 weeks. Let's see, like a little bump. There's not really a bump, it's probably just bloat. Literally nothing at all. But on the evenings my bloating is so bad it looks like I've got a proper bump. But yeah, it is obviously just bloat. Symptoms wise so far I haven't really had a lot. So I want to tell you how I found out that I was pregnant. So we were away on holiday and I was due on my period. It's for Aaron's birthday. I was due on while we were away. And then after a couple of days, I hadn't come on and I thought, this is really strange. Like, I mean, normally I'm a couple of days late, but the only thing that made me think that I could be pregnant is that I'd come out in quite a few spots, like big spots on my chin, which I don't really ever suffer from spots that much. Like, I get the occasional one, but these were like big under the skin spots that I don't usually have, and I thought that's unusual. I was a little bit more emotional than usual. And when we were in Krakow, we were going on like day trips and I was just falling asleep on like the minibus. And I know that's normal for some people, but I can never sleep in the day, hardly. And I just felt shattered. So then halfway through the holiday when we was in Krakow, I stopped drinking because I just thought, just in case. But I didn't want to take a test while we was there. I wanted to wait until we got back because I didn't want to do it with Aaron because I wanted to surprise him if I actually was. So I got back on the 23rd, we got back on the 22nd, and on the 23rd I did a test and it come back positive, which obviously you see from the clip. And even though I thought I could be, I was so shocked because I wasn't expecting to be pregnant. Like, I just don't know, I just wasn't expecting it. But yeah, crazy. And then I thought, oh, do I tell Aaron on Christmas Eve? Because we had his family coming around and if I wasn't drinking it'd be weird. And I just said to him, oh, I'm going to wait until Christmas Day to do a test because if it's like good news it'd be a really nice Christmas present, which I think he kind of thought was a bit sus. But yeah, that was like my excuse. I was like, I'm not going to drink on Christmas Eve, and I'm not a big drinker anyway, so it wasn't like, you know, whoa, lose not drinking. And then I did a little book, which I don't know if you would watch this clip by now, I don't know, but I did a little book of all our photos from like the years that we've been together, and then at the end he opened a little box and there was a baby grow and a pregnancy test in there. But yeah, and then since then I haven't really had many symptoms. Like, I watch TikToks, like now obviously I'm pregnant, all the TikToks are about pregnancy and first trimester and how people are exhausted, how people are sick so much, and I haven't had any of that really. As I said, I was exhausted when before I found out I was tired, but then since then I haven't really had any symptoms. I haven't really felt sick or been sick. I mean, I am only 8 weeks, so it still might come. But I haven't been sick. I haven't really felt sick. There was one day that I felt sick when last week I had to go in the office and I had to get up earlier and it made me feel sick getting up early. But other than that, I've been fine. There's an odd bit where like if I don't eat, I feel a little bit sick. I've had like sore breasts. But other than that, nothing major. I've had quite a few cramps, which at first I was really worried because obviously no symptoms and then I'm getting cramps and I'm like going to the toilet expecting to see blood, and no one really talks about cramping or stuff like that in the first trimester, so I wasn't really aware. Like, I knew you could get implantation cramping, which is normal, but then the cramping after that, it was just worrying me. But I read a lot that it's just that your uterus is growing and stuff like that. But I also saw a TikTok that said she was cramping and the doctor told us to drink more water, and then it went, which I don't drink as like, I don't drink enough. I could have a morning drink in the morning, like a hot drink, and then I could literally go to like the end of work before I have another drink, which is really bad. So Aaron bought me a bottle for Christmas, and I've been using that and drinking more, and the cramps have settled. They come and go sometimes, but nothing like they were. So maybe it just was because I wasn't drinking enough and that's helped, I don't know. But yeah, no other symptoms other than that. So sometimes I do really worry that, you know, the worst, which I think is probably normal, but when you see all these bad things, and I just start to worry. But we are booking for a private scan. So I just had my actual scan come through. This is what prompted me to film this video. So before I started filming, I went to take some rubbish out, and there was a letter, and it was actual our appointment date for our first scan with NHS. But I really want a private scan before then, which we're going to book and probably go on Monday. So it's Saturday today, and we're thinking of going on Monday. So I'll be 8 weeks and a day, just because I just want that reassurance that everything's fine, because I feel like another 4 weeks until I have my scan is a long time to wait. If, you know, constantly thinking about stuff and worrying, I'd rather just have the reassurance that everything is okay. And then obviously when we go to the other scan, hopefully I won't be as anxious. I mean, I probably still will be anxious, but that's what I think. Like, I'm glad I haven't been sick or felt sick, but then at the same time I think I would rather feel like that, because then it makes me think that everything's okay, and because I haven't felt that, it just panics me. But yeah, that is my update so far. So I'll probably bring you along to the scan if I'm allowed to film, so you'll see clips of that, and yeah, I'll update you as the weeks go on until obviously the end of the first trimester. We are going for our early private scan in a second. We've just had our tea and I've had a shower, and then we're going to head off. It's 6:15 and I think it's like 5:30, so it's not far from us. But I do want to try and film, but I don't think I'll be allowed. I've read a few things on TikTok saying that they don't allow you to film, even though it is a private one, it's not NHS. So I don't know, I might try and get Aaron to get a sneaky one, but if not, I'll show you the scan picture obviously when we're out. I'm excited, but I'm really anxious, because you obviously just don't know if everything's going to be okay. Hopefully, pray everything is fine. We are back home and everything's okay with baby. We saw the baby, so I actually had an abdominal scan first, but they say that because when you're so early, they recommend having a vaginal scan, which wasn't the most pleasant, but you could see baby much clearer. And then you saw the little flicker of the heartbeat, and she said baby's got a strong heartbeat. So obviously it was just so nice to hear that and so reassuring. On my app we are 8 weeks in a day, but measuring we're 8 weeks, which to be fair is probably right, because the app measures from 28 cycle and I'm about 29 on my cycle usually, so that would work out right. So just 1 day behind from what the app's saying. But yeah, there's little baby. He or she has got little legs and arms forming. I don't think they've got any hands or any like toes or fingers or anything yet, but they've got the little legs forming. And there was a really strong flickering heartbeat, which was really nice to see. Honestly, it's just so reassuring. I definitely recommend, if you are pregnant, or if you ever do get pregnant or trying for a baby and you worry, definitely have that early scan. No more symptoms different to before. I think I didn't really say that one of my symptoms was needing a wee a lot, which is, you know, the standard. And my other symptom is I've gone off some foods. So chocolate is a no-go. Don't like chocolate. Can't even. Aaron was eating it earlier, and it made me feel sick. Like, just the thought of it makes me feel sick. Chocolate cake, anything chocolate, I just really don't want to eat. So that's a shame, because we've got loads of Christmas chocolate that we can't currently eat. Well, Aaron can eat it, but I can't. And I started to feel a little bit sick the other day when I had like a big meal. But other than that, not really anything crazy. Have to make sure I eat straight away. Otherwise I'll feel really sick. But other than that, yeah, no proper sickness yet. But I'm sure it's coming, I'm sure. But we'll see. Hopefully it isn't. But at least I know that even though not having symptoms, baby is okay. We just showed Bruce a little scan picture as well when we got back. He was just sniffing it, giving it a kiss. I was like, oh. But yeah, so our NHS scan is in another 4 weeks, so we haven't got long to wait, and I'm sure baby will be much bigger by then, because obviously she or he is only tiny. But yeah, I'm just gonna put my jammies on now and chill, and then I'll probably catch up with you. I'll probably do like a weekly catch up of like 9 weeks, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks, obviously until the end of the first trimester, and then you'll be seeing the vlog. 10-week update. So I am officially 10 weeks today, well, according to the app. Obviously I haven't had like the dating scan to know, other than the early scan that we had. Excuse Bruce, this is his girlfriend and he loves her very much. Excuse the way that I look, excuse the dressing gown. I am currently working, it is Monday. Today I woke up and I feel so sick. Like I've said throughout these little updates that I haven't really been feeling that sick. It's just been a bit of nausea here and there, especially when I'm hungry. But today I just feel really like nauseous. I haven't been sick, thank God, but I just don't feel great. My tiredness has stepped up a level and I just feel so tired. Went to bed about 9 o'clock last night and woke up today about 7:30. Obviously that was my alarm, so I could have slept for longer, but I just feel so tired. Like I could just feel like I could just go back to sleep. And that's like a new thing, because the last few weeks I felt tired, but it was more the evenings. Like I felt that I can't really be bothered to do anything, but not like exhausted. Only on like the evenings when it gets to like 7 o'clock I'm ready for bed. But probably yesterday as well and today I've just felt tired all day. Like woke up and still feel tired. Like I feel like I could just go upstairs and have a nap right now. But that is a 10-week update. We've got 3 more weeks until our scan and I'm really looking forward to it. Mainly just to make sure that everything is okay, obviously, is like the main NHS one. And because my symptoms kind of went and I was really worried, and then all of a sudden obviously they've come back worse. So now I'm not as worried because my symptoms now, which is great. But it is such an anxious time that I never really thought I would be this anxious, but I suppose you don't really know until you get pregnant. So yeah, that is a 10-week update, and if I have any more updates before 11 weeks, I'll see you before 11 weeks. If not, we'll update again at 11 weeks. 11-week update today. Excuse this, as always, and my hair is a mess. I am absolutely exhausted today. I feel so tired. I'm working and I honestly feel like I could just fall to sleep. Like I felt like my eyes were just going. Not good when you're on a computer all day as well, because it hurts my eyes, makes me have a headache, which isn't good. Yeah, I'm going out tonight as well to see some of the girls, and they don't know obviously yet, and I'm not going to tell them today just because of circumstances, but I am not feeling it. I just want to sleep. I want to sleep so bad. Hopefully I'll perk up when I finish work, because normally that helps. I just can't be bothered to work. But yeah, symptoms a little bit not as bad as they were in terms of feeling nauseous sometimes. Hunger is still there, but not as bad. Like if I'm hungry and I don't eat, like I don't feel as sick as I used to. Although I did wake up the other night at like 5:30 and I was starving and I had to eat some biscuits stashed in my bedside table. So it doesn't happen very often, but it normally seems to be on a Saturday. For some reason I'm starving on Saturday nights. But yeah, other than that, symptoms are kind of the same. Kind of not really eating everything like I used to. Still not wanting chocolate, although a Snicker, I can eat a Snicker for some reason. I absolutely love anything nutty. I am actually telling Jess this week and 2 of my other besties. I've bought Jess a little, it's like a little heart, ceramic heart, with some writing on. So I'm still trying to figure out how to tell her. I don't know how I've kept it a secret for this long, because I knew when we filmed what we have got for Christmas. Obviously I just found out at that time, so it was really hard to keep it from her, but I wanted to tell her. I didn't just want to go, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, I wanted to tell her in a nicer way, even though I probably still haven't told her. Like, I feel like I could tell her in a better way, but honestly right now my mind just is not focused on that, so we're just going with what we've got, and I will film it, of course. And yeah, the other girls, I am buying some biscuits. No, I'm gonna make some biscuits. Well, I'm gonna buy the little biscuits and put icing on top, like make that myself. And I think I'm gonna do the same with like family members as well, because I'm gonna ask them to come for tea at our house, so nothing will be like they won't suspect anything. Because I think sometimes if you just randomly turn up at someone's house, they just know you're gonna say, oh, we're having a baby, or something, like a baby engagement or some kind of like important news. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. It's not long until we tell everyone now. It's 2 weeks today until our scan, so I'm looking forward to the scan, and just getting that reassurance. I should be 13 weeks by the time we actually have the scan, if that's right and everything's correct from the previous scan in terms of dating, but we'll see. I really need to start showing you a little bump update. There's not really much of a bump. It is pretty much bloat. When I'm lying down you can't really see anything. When I sit up and I stand up, there's a little tiny bump here. Here's Bruce come to say hello, but to be fair, it's not really anything. On the night time though, because of the bloat, I do look like I've got a massive bump, but it is just bloat. So yeah, but I'm sure I'll start popping out more soon. I've definitely got bigger because I can't fit in well, I can fit into my jeans, but I can't fasten them anymore. Or if I do fasten them, they just really hurt and make me feel sick because it's so tight on my belly. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to start getting some big clothes soon, because I'm just living in leggings at the minute, and I can't live in leggings all the way throughout pregnancy. I mean, I can, but it gets harder because I'll be pregnant in the summer, which then, to be fair, I can wear nice floaty dresses or nice tight dresses to show off the bump. So yeah, it's just springtime when I want to wear jeans and like overshirts and stuff like that, and it's getting warmer. That's when I hate not knowing how to style, especially because I won't be like really big, but there'll still be a bump that I won't be able to wear my usual clothes for, so that'd be fun. I have to do a haul, aren't I? But yeah, that's 11 weeks, and I'll probably check in again at 12 weeks. I forgot to film last week when I would have been 12 weeks. It was a really busy week last week, but I am now 13 weeks today according to the app. Well, not actually the app, but the first scan we have had. But we'll see if that's exactly true today, because we've got our first official like scan, like NHS scan. So we'll see if they'll say I'm 13 weeks or further or less. I'm hoping I am 13 weeks because I've got a wedding at the beginning of August. So if I'm any further along, that is going to be an issue. I'm obviously excited for the scan, but also I'm nervous. I think it's just normal to be nervous, I think, like just to make sure that everything's okay. Obviously the 8-week scan, everything was okay and the baby's heartbeat was strong and stuff, but you just never know what can happen in the first 3 months. I mean, even the whole pregnancy is obviously probably going to be nerve-wracking, but I think once I can actually feel them kicking and stuff, it'll be more reassuring then. But yeah, so hopefully everything's okay. I've had the day off today, so I've just been pottering around the house doing a few bits, chilled as well, watched some TV. Aaron's just on his way home. I was going to go and pick him up from work, but luckily he's actually had to come home. So I haven't had to go and pick him up, because obviously no one knows, so he's not going to go to, because he works with his dad, he's not going to go to his dad. I need to go because we've got a scan. So he'd made up some excuse as to why I was picking him up, but now he's coming back anyway, so happy days. I don't have to go and pick him up all the way from Birmingham, so that's good. So yeah, I'm currently in actually what will be the baby's room. I haven't shown this on YouTube yet because it is just a painted room, and we have got carpets now, but it is a tip because my mum and dad bought some things from my old room round, and I'm still yet to sort through them. So I'm actually just in here now because I thought I'd start doing that while I wait for Aaron to get back. But yeah, I won't be able to bring you to the scan, obviously. I obviously will come back on and give a little update. It's actually a few weeks after we had the scan. I was rubbish and didn't pop on to let you know that everything was okay, and it was really good. We went for Nando's after, and then we also went to Mamas and Papa's to have a look around, and we bought baby's first thing, which is just like a little bear comforter from Mamas and Papa's. So that was really cute. But yeah, we was just in a little bubble that I completely forgot to film, and then I've been meaning to pick up the camera to obviously do like the last little bit of the first trimester, but completely forgot. So I am a few weeks into my second trimester now. But yeah, so everything was fine. Baby was really good, and I was measuring exactly like how I thought I was measuring exactly to like the due date that I thought I was gonna be. So that was great because it didn't mean like anything was changing. We did have a trainee, what they're called, sonographer, is that what they're called? I might be completely wrong with that, but I think that's what they're called. So we was actually in there for quite a long time, because she was scanning and trying to get like good pictures of baby and trying to get everything that they needed to get, obviously, as like routine checkup. So it did take a while, but I wasn't complaining other than I desperately needed a wee. So we got to see baby for a little longer, and baby was sucking the thumb as well, which was funny. But they were not playing ball because they were trying to measure the back of the neck for like the whole fluid and making sure they haven't got certain things. So yeah, baby was not cooperating, so then I had to go and have a wee to see if it would help, which helped a little bit more, but this baby was still not playing ball. So I was like, oh, this is fun, this is what we've got to come. But yeah, it was just so good, like knowing everything was fine. And you don't normally get to hear the heartbeat, because I asked, because they showed the little flickering heart, and I said, oh, do we hear the heartbeat? He says, no, you don't hear it in this appointment, just because of the heat and like the safety for baby. He said, but we can put the scanning thing, whatever it's called, on the umbilical cord, and then you can hear the heartbeat through that. So we actually did that, and it was really good. And because we had a trainee lady, they actually gave us our scan pictures for free, because normally you have to pay. So they printed off a good few pictures, to be fair, but to be fair, they're quite all similar. But here is baby. I've been looking into the nub theory, which from the nub it looks like maybe girl, but I don't know how accurate obviously that is, and we're not going to find out the gender either. We're going to have a surprise, which I think I might have already said. So yeah, that is the end of the first trimester vlog. I don't really know what else to like say, or if I should have included anything else other than just updates of like how I've got on. But I've watched these kind of videos and found them really helpful in my first trimester, especially when no one else knew, because sometimes it can be quite like lonely not being able to talk to someone or make sure something's okay. So actually watching videos on YouTube and TikTok have really helped. So hopefully this will help someone if you're currently pregnant and no one knows. But yeah, so happy everything's okay. And yeah, getting bigger now, getting a little bump. It's getting harder to hide because I still haven't told work yet, only because I'm waiting for my pay rise to be confirmed. So I just want to make sure that's locked in before I tell them. Once they know, I'll actually finally upload this video, which you'll be watching now, and it will be a lot further on than I would have liked to upload, because I wanted to upload, you know, when we had the scan and upload on social media and stuff. But it's actually been nice keeping it a little secret between us and our families now, because obviously they all know. So, oh yeah, I didn't even say that our families know. I don't think I did. Yeah, so we had the scan picture, and then the day after we told my mum and dad and Nan, and they were like surprised. They didn't really expect, although my Nan did think, because we invited them round, she thought, oh, maybe they're having a baby. And then we had Aaron's mum and dad around, and his mum said, I thought you was getting a belly. I was like, charming. And then we told Aaron's nan and my brother and like the rest of the family and the kids, which their reactions were amazing. And yeah, we've still got to tell Aaron's sister, as she lives in Worcester. We were planning to go to Worcester, but Aaron was working the weekend, so we didn't end up going, but she's coming back this week, so we'll be telling her this week. So to be fair, I wouldn't have uploaded on social media anyway, because I would have wanted to tell her before we tell everyone else. So yeah, that is the end of the first trimester vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and it's been helpful for whoever needs it. But yeah, I'll carry on filming and the next one will be the second trimester vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.